Hi, this is Souhardo Hussain. I'm the counseling psychologist and the member of Manoscope. Manoscope is a mental health service providers organization. We have started our organization in 2020. Today, for the podcast, we are having a very special guest, Ms. Aparajita Ganguly Bose, ma'am, who is the project director of Alok Foundation. So, over to you, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Aparajita Ganguly Bose, the project director of Alok Foundation. I'm presently working with the retired Assistant Commissioner of Police, Kolkata Police, for a blind project helping the beneficiaries to make paper plates and bowls. And we have our unit near Anandapur Police Station. So basically, I work for the acid attack survivors in Alok Foundation.
Right. So, as we are talking about different challenges, what are the observations between juveniles and adults?
Juveniles, when I had been to some juvenile homes, I have seen that there is pressure from the superintendent that they can't speak up in front of us. Okay. And basically, we used to work for the Rohingya children who had been, uh, they have come to India without a valid passport and all. They are kept there. People, there is a language problem also. And uh, they can't speak up because you see they are scared, they're children. I have seen love cases also. They don't like their parents to come in, and they are not also very much accustomed to speak fluent, open up in front of the superintendent. But where do they go? So cases linger. Cases linger on. Uh, for juvenile, I have seen from juvenile home children coming to the correctional home too. So we wanted to hear what is the difference between juvenile and correctional. These are correctional home is much better because they are very unsafe in juvenile home, which I shouldn't say. But yes, we have studied, we have asked them, they had told us lot of things.
Yeah.
So I had a question in mind regarding this that why aren't the advocates allowed? They say the government gives them the advocate and everything, but they're not. Suppose if I have a question in mind, I want to tell the judge, they stopped. But at till the age of 18, they can be kept into the juvenile home. After that, the correctional home. So the proceeding goes on and on and on. This is the thing.
Right, right. So, according to your observation, what are the most common, we can call it psychological issues or challenges people has faced after prison, post prison?
After coming back from the prison, see, there are a lot of false implicated cases in the prison. I have seen, I have worked, I have written documents, I've done documents on that too. So there are a lot of false implicated cases, but once when you step back into the society, they do not accept you. One thing I should like to tell the audience, like to share with you, that there are an amount which is given as wages to a convict prisoner because he or she has to work there. So you know their family members are much more keen towards that wages which they are coming out, and with when they are released they are coming out with that wages. They take it and then the prisoner is thrown out of the house. They are not accepted by the family at all. One incident is this: Dr. D.K. Roy, I remember, he said that one of the prisoners in Alipur Central Jail was released. After 2 days, that prisoner is sitting in front of the Alipur Central Jail begging that let me come in. I want to stay here because the son has taken the wages and he has left back, left on the road that you do not have to come back to the family. So this stigma always prevails. There are educated prisoners also, but they do not get the scope of different jobs. Coming back to the platform is like struggling. And the rehabilitation scheme, there is no such scheme for the inmates. There is no aftercare prison. They, of course, they try to listen to the prisoners, but where is the scope? Why do you give vocational training inside the prison when you do not have that option when they come out from the prison? With the help of Advocate Jonthanan and Chatterjee, had released 9 prisoners. One of them, I do not want to name her, but it makes me very sad because she had taken the vocational training of bakery from Taj Bengal. Now her place is in the brothel, again from where she had come. Why? Why is it? This is a big question mark for me. Why? Why then introduce the vocational training for the inmates when you cannot support them when they come out?
Right.
So acceptance is there. There is no job. Rehabilitation scheme is nil, and aftercare prison they are there, but I do not know what they do.
Right. So to conclude, what are the things you would like to develop, being a mental health?
First thing is my rehabilitation scheme for the inmates. They whatever they are taught inside in the vocational training part, that thing they have to do under a roof. So my intention, say it's my dream, okay, to have a house for the inmates, those who are not accepted by the society, not accepted by their family members. They can come here, have 4 square meals here, continue with your vocational training so that you can develop something to sustain your own livelihood. Livelihood is a big problem for the inmates.
Right. I also want to talk about acid attack survivors, as you have been a part of your journeys, a major part of your journeys.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So I want to understand your observation on the survivors.
My survivors, whom I call my warriors, they are they are fighting. They have fought back. They are establishing themselves. But again, the society, there is again a big question mark. The ones who are educated are not given the job opportunity because of their beauty, which has been lost. But is it their fault? It's not their fault. Someone has thrown that acid, that corrosive liquid, just because of rejection. So I have one story to share that there was an acid attack survivor who used to work with me. So she was doing a part-time job with me because just before joining, she had a surgery. So she had applied to some beverage company. So they had taken the interview just in the staircase of her office, and then seeing her, he said, "Oh my God, you're the person. I can't let you come. People will get scared." So what I did is I had asked my founder director when I used to work previously in another organization, that is Human Rights Law Network. So I had asked my founder director that can she sit in the front office, because this is an example. Why? It's not her fault. So now she's happily married. She has got a daughter, and that's a love marriage too. So there are exceptions also in the society.
Yes, definitely. Right. So want to understand that, is there any ratio of genders?
See, I have come through roundabout three acid attack survivors who are male. These three acid attack survivors, one is a child who was 13 years old. Actually, the acid they tried to throw on his mother. She has been injured also, but this baby wanted to save her mother, his mother. He had been attacked with acid, and result is he was bullied in the school because of the scars. Okay, so he had to tie a scarf on his head. So they used to call her female and all these things. So he's left his studies and everything. The other one is a schoolmaster. Okay, schoolmaster who had been cheated by his friend because of the monetary transaction and all. He had been thrown acid, and the this person whom I recently met, I cannot show you his picture also. So he had been thrown acid, not thrown, he had been poured acid in the marketplace of Canning, where he was a potato dealer, wholesale dealer. He was to sit in the market. Just because he was building his own house, his relatives came and poured acid.
Right.
So I have come across these three men, but basically there are women. The ratio is much more in women because rejection comes from women, and People have a tendency that, okay, you have rejected me, now you don't, they throw acid, simply.
Right. So we can understand that there's a patriarchal side.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, one of the survivors wanted to make her husband very happy, and she didn't. When it is, how can I say that? She didn't sip any drink, any alcohol. So because of her husband who was alcoholic, she started drinking in the house. That so that her husband doesn't goes out. Okay, but the attack was done by her husband. Her husband is no more. She is left behind with 20% of vision.
Okay. Right. So to conclude, ma'am, regarding the survivors, uh, from a service providing perspective, what are the things you feel that needs to be developed or can be developed, and what are the things maybe that won't change for some practice?
Nothing will change unless and until your mindset changes. People are very narrow minded. Be it prisoners, be it the acceptance of acid attack survivors. Nothing will change. When they see a prisoner who is eligible and can continue with any good job, oh, you're a prisoner, starting off with that. And for an acid attack survivor, oh my God, you are facing like we don't. The what I want to say is that they do not want sympathy; they want empathy, and they are much more progressive also. The main thing I would like to say that some NGO should come forward to help, not with monetary help, for their basically their vocational training and all, which my survivors are doing. One of them are 100% visually challenged, who is making rakhis and making pickles, homemade pickles, and selling it. Some of them have are selling incense sticks. And now recently I have joined Assistant Commissioner of Police, retired Assistant Commissioner of Police, where he is a fantastic person whom I really want to say that I've come across a very golden heart. And in fact, there is another person whom I can never forget. That is DC South, the Deputy Commissioner of South Suburban, Vidisha ma'am. I can never forget her help and support towards my survivors. She always wants my survivors to go forward. So now basically I'm also working for this visually challenged people, which actually Shujit sir is helping them out with an unit. We are providing, we have already fixed up all the machines and everything. We're just waiting for the electricity so that they can earn their own livelihood by making paper plates, production of paper plates and bowls. So people like them should come forward for these people.
Right. Right.
Like our society says, stigmatize. Why stigma? Why do you call stigmatize people? It's not their fault.
Right. Right. So thank you so much, ma'am, for letting us
Thank
know
you.
very important things about one of those two sensitive and important topics about mental health. So we are concluding this interview here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.